This goes out to all the guys who like to play basketball in the rain with no clothes on. This is for you. I know Jesus saves. I wish he'd save us from this podcast. I know he looks after you and me, but I wish he'd take us far away from here.
Yeah. Check it out, look. Welcome to IDM, episode 130, Darty 30. Happy Friday. Happy July 25th. Shouts to the dog, shouts to the pliers. Boy Oathman, joined by my dog, my boy. You just crack open a Siller? Is that what I heard?
No, it's a White Claw. I'm still a little bit in beach mode. A little bit.
Oh, White Claw. I didn't know you were much of a seltzer guy.
I really don't like them that much, but they're one of the. I'm really becoming a teen, is what's happening.
A teen?
Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight because I just ate like a big fat pig for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I gotta have something. And it's low calories. I've come around to the troublesome young teens and why they drink White Claws.
Do you think it's a weight thing? I think that teens are easily susceptible to trends and fads. I think a lot of people don't even realize it. They go through these fads where they're like, oh, this alcoholic beverage is delicious, and they drink it for years and years and years before. Like the IPA bit. Now everyone's fucking dunking on IPAs, talking about how gross they are. I feel like people went through that with seltzers for a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely like trends and fads, and I feel like the IPA game is mostly like it's still there, of course, but it took like a devastating hit. So I don't know, man. It's everything changes each generation, so it's hard to tell like what's currently a thing because we're two fat 40-year-old dads, pretty much.
Yeah. Speaking of fat 40-year-old dad, I don't know if I've broken this news to you or anybody. I told my group chat recently. I'm pretty sure I gained all the weight from Ozempic. I'm pretty sure I gained all the way back, so that's good.
What have you been
happy about that?
What have you been eating?
Everything and anything in sight. For instance, I don't know why I just had one of these. I don't need one of them. I just had a, off-brand Uncrustable. I call it Crust Offs.
I'm gonna guess you're still waiting for that first paycheck from the new job to come in.
No, I've been getting paid, dude, but I'm fucking fat as fuck. I don't know how to explain it or why. But first of all, I timed the Ozempic so poorly. I should have had my skinny phase be in the summer and my fat phase be in the winter. Cause who gives you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck if you're fat in the winter? You can cover it up with sweatpants, sweatshirts and shit. I'm fat. I'm just as fat as I was when I started Ozempic. And it's 100 degrees outside. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, life is going really well. You know what? I'm going to be happy with me today. No more complaining about shit. I have so much to get to, dude. We have so much to talk about tonight.
Well, you also made a pledge. I think last week on the show, you said you were going to stop cursing so much in public.
I know. I got to work on that too. Yeah. Yeah, dude, we got so much to get to. We talked about it a little bit before the show, but this new T app that's taken the world by storm. I mean, the ups and downs of this app are crazy. It's almost like it's not a real thing.
Yeah.
To brief people who haven't heard about it, the T app is an app that people came up with or a dude came up with because my mom she went out on a date with a guy, and she didn't know this, but he was a convicted felon. And he was like, Mom, I'm going to do something to change the game. So he made an app for women to kind of snitch on dudes to each other, but it kind of got a little out of hand. Women, instead of talking about, dudes who have criminal history and shit like that, they started using it as a platform to talk about dudes with small penises and shit like that and bad breath. And so it instantly became like the focus of every angry dude on the internet. And what has happened to that app and the users of this app is insane. So we'll get into that. What do you want to say?
Was the intended effect for it basically to protect women? Because I only gently scathed the surface of this topic a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And it seems like it was starting very well intended to, like you said, just kind of let other women know, hey, by the way, if you live in this area, this dude is a total sleazeball, and he's a big raper. He's a big rape man.
He's a big he's a famous raper. Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, we can get into it now. I didn't want to kick things off. I like to start things off with just a wacky video. I don't know if you saw this, but I wanted to share it with you and the dogs. We got a lot of dogs in the house today. You're familiar with the Savannah bananas, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. They're like the biggest draw in sports right now.
Yeah. Did you see
they routinely draw way more fans than the Nationals have had all season. It's crazy.
Yeah. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. Yeah. Did you see their promo interview on CNN?
No.
All right, let me just share. This will just be real quick. Let me show you this. One of the Savannah Bananas baseball, I guess they don't call them players, they call them performers, made an appearance on CNN, and this is how it went.
Oh, Jesus. What you just saw there is a brand new twist on America's favorite pastime.
Wait a minute. Let me see it one more time. Oh my God. All right, dude. First of all, the guy does a backflip. Does a backflip on stage, lands squarely on his stomach. I mean, he did not complete the full rotation. If this was Simone Biles, the world would be concerned.
I mean, the way he face plants and immediately looks at the hosts like, what do you guys want me to do now?
Oh, Jesus. What you just saw there is a brand new twist on America.
And I love how the old ass CNN anchor does what they all do. Just read the lines, you mindless drone. He just pretends like nothing happened. Oh, that is excellent. Wow, you will see more of that when the Savannah, but like have some fucking acknowledgement or personality, right?
Like if he just said, well, that's not the way that was supposed to go.
Yeah, dude. Like he had a chance to be a part of the viral moment, say something like, the famous video of the grape lady. Oh. At least the anchor, when they toss it back to the studio, that she was like, "Oh no, I hope she's okay." You know what I mean? Like she's not pretending like what we just saw did not happen.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
This is real news, dude. But it's like, what if he'd come out and he goes, I haven't seen a flop like that since the last Kanye album.
Yeah, that would be great, dude. Yeah, that would be amazing.
But this is the problem with kind of like that sphere of influence that they're in, is that they can't just be real people because they know that they're constantly being monitored by everybody. So if they happen to have a real moment and say the wrong thing, they're gonna get lampooned. So they just got to go plain vanilla, middle of the road every time.
But lampooned by who?
Just people on social media and stuff like that, you know.
That poor guy, dude. That poor guy.
Can I ask?
That has to be terrifying, you know, nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Is there a part?
Yeah.
Is there a part of you that thinks maybe it's staged?
Oh, dude, you're such a conspiracy. You know, we haven't done Boucher's Bizarre Beliefs in a while, but we might have to change it to Blue Shorts' Bizarre Beliefs, because you always have that little seed in your mind where you're like, you know what? It's all propaganda. Everything is fake.
Well, think about it. And if you're the Savannah Bananas, you know you're going on CNN. You're trying to get attention. That's a great way to get attention. And it worked. We're talking about it.
Yeah, I know. But do you think that these guys who sell out every single game that they play need to talk to their dude and say, hey, yo, man, I know you're our star player and everything, but we need you to humiliate yourself on national TV.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you're right. They're kind of like riding high right now. They've got no reason to like take extra precautions for viral marketing.
Maybe if you know you might be onto something. Maybe if they weren't selling tickets, this would be a great idea. Yeah, but okay. So we watched one dude perform his job poorly. Let's little refresher. You know, let's cleanse the palate with a video of a dude doing his job really well. This is a matador in where's he at? Probably Spain or something like. Yeah, Spain. All right, here we go. Usually I don't like to watch these videos because it's pretty sad. The whole, what's it called? Bullfighting bit.
But, it's a time-honored tradition.
Yeah, but you don't see anything crazy in this. The bull doesn't get hurt. So just watch this dude and his fucking skills.
Spoiler alert. Oh. Oh my god, dude, that guy just got Bill Goldberg. He got speared so hard.
I mean, he looks like he's doing all right, but yeah, that was pretty brutal. Órale! Oh,
and it was a sneak attack because he was facing the one bull, and then the other young bull came from behind his back and gored him.
Yeah. He got hit from the blind side. He got Michael Ord. Look at this still. I mean, so painful. Look at the glee on the entire audience's face. Look at them all smiling. They could not be happier.
Like, I understand it's unfair to the animals for sure, if you want to take the PETA argument, obviously. But these human beings, they also get hurt too. So to me, it's kind of like all is fair in love and war. But
you know, I agree. Okay. I mean, I literally see like 10 different people smiling in the background.
Yeah.
And he like just got paralyzed.
It's like seeing a car crash at NASCAR.
Oh yeah, you're like, this is what we came here for, but yeah,
it's like nobody actually wants to see anybody get hurt, but we'd love to watch the fucking chaos.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. So
like, never mind.
What's up? No, say it. You gotta say it now.
It'd be like if nobody actually died in 9/11.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ, dude. Holy shit. I usually say crazy shit like that.
I told you not to make me say it.
You know, by the way, man, everybody was getting on me earlier this week for not letting you finish your venting session on the Stratreon on Tuesday. You know, you were beating yourself up a little bit. We had just finished up. If you guys aren't signed up to the Patreon, consider it. Patreon.com/IDM pod. You get 3 times the show. You get the real, real nitty gritty on that on the Patreon. But we just got done talking about Fat Joe and how terrible he is. And you kind of like stopped talking as much. And I was like, is everything okay? And you're like, yeah. And then you just started talking about how everything's not okay. And then I was like, damn, yeah, that sucks. Anyways, we'll see you guys on Friday night. Thanks for listening. And I just kind of, left you hanging. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay.
Is there anything? Are you doing all right? What's up? How's life?
I'm good, man. I'm just getting resituated back in the real world. It's like when you go on vacation, you kind of put your problems off for, 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And eventually you got to come home and face them. And that's just kind of where I was emotionally. So it's all right.
I see. Well, it makes you feel any better. Before we get to this T-App thing, I got a funny story for you. So it's IDM Friday. So I have to make every IDM Friday. I have to make sure a couple things are going on. I got to make sure that, that we've put up the links on StreamYard. That we put up the links on Patreon for people to join us for part 2 after the free episode.
Oh yeah.
I got to make sure that, Jessica is aware that it's IDM Friday, and I have to, be downstairs doing the show or at Shores' house at a certain time. I also got to make sure that I have my provisions downstairs that I need, my snacks.
Your off-brand Uncrustables.
My off-brand Uncrustables, my box of watermelon.
No way. You're like a little kid in a soccer game. You got to replenish it at halftime.
Yeah, with the orange slices, got the Capri Suns, But I noticed that I was out of my margarita. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Sometimes I need the margs to be spitting bars.
Yeah, it's well documented on IDM. You are the marg guy.
Yeah, thank you, man. So I'm sitting at home. It's after work. It's like 6:00. Jessica's at the store. She wanted to go to the store to do some shopping. Women be shopping, And I'm with the kids. And I'm like, how am I going to get to the store and get my marg before the show starts tonight? And I'm like, if I ask her to go pick up an order for me from Safeway, she's just going to give me a hard time about it.
Yes, I know where this is going. I know.
I'm like, she's just going to give me a fucking hard time about it. And then I'm like asking the girls who are hungry, I'm like, you guys want to go to Chipotle? You guys, Chick-fil-A? And they're like, they're a lot different from me, but they're also very similar in some ways. Like, they're like, nah, we don't want to do that. We just want to hang out.
So there goes that option.
Yeah. So I'm like, shit. Okay.
Daddy's got to stop by 7-Eleven real quick on the way to Chipotle.
Yeah. And so I have this specific brand that I like, Rancho La Gloria, and I go on 7-Eleven app. Sometimes I see it at 7-Eleven. I go on the 7-Eleven delivery app, and I'm like, maybe. And Jessica's shopping, so I'm like, maybe I can get it from 7-Eleven, and it'll get here before. Because here's what it has to get here before she gets home, right? Because if she gets home and she sees that I've made a 7-Eleven delivery order for margarita and 1 Coke Zero for like $40, she's gonna be like, what are you doing? What is your problem? First of all, why are you that desperate for your margarita? Secondly, $40 for that shit. And so I'm like, okay, 7-Eleven, I look it up. They don't have it. They don't have it on their app. And I'm like, damn, okay. And so I get desperate. I go to Uber Eats, which is basically double the price of everything you order, right? Like,
Yeah.
you go to Uber Eats, if you dare to order Five Guys, it's like a minimum of $45, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I go to, but they also have the largest index of items and food and shit like that. So
Yep.
I'm like, all right, let me see if I can find out Uber Eats. Pull up Uber Eats. It's right there. Rancho La Gloria skinny margarita. Oh man. I'm like, okay, let me order this, but let me add something else to it. Like, I can't, it just can't just be margarita, right?
Yeah, you're trying to get the best bang for your buck. I've been through this before. You're like, I really only need 16 Miller Lights, but I should probably get 2 packs of 16 Miller Lights since I'm already paying the tax of using Uber Eats.
Yeah, you're kind of right, but really, I was looking for another item so it wouldn't look like I placed an Uber Eats order just to get margarita. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh well, I'm out of sodas, and I like to have sodas with my like dinner. So let me get 2 Coke Zeros. There's a deal for 2 20-ounce Coke Zeros. I'm like, okay. So the order is margarita, Rancho La Gloria margarita, and 2 Coke Zeros. Literally like $43 or something like that. And then I order, you can expedite it. You can do like the quick delivery thing. Cause I'm like, I need this shit before she gets here. Right?
Yes. Now you're in my world. You're in Shorts' world when I didn't have a car for a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'm like, I can't have her be here. And then some fucking Hispanic dude knocks on my door and asks me for my ID. And she's like, what did you order?
That's the worst part. The ID, the transferring of the goods is the most dangerous part of the whole journey. Like you have to be on your toes to make sure, look, I'm out that back door and meeting him there so that he doesn't come to the front door.
I know. And then I even thought, should I do the shorts bit? Should I tell this dude to meet me out back? But I was like, nah, he'll get here before she does. So I do the expedited delivery, 2 Coke Zeros, bottles of Coke Zero, Rancho La Gloria margarita. And I place the order. And I'm like, I'm playing. It's a dangerous game, like it's a dangerous waiting game, Because
you're in my world now. It's like pulling off a drug deal.
Yeah. And so I'm like, shit. Okay.
But your wife is the cops.
Yeah. And I'm like, shit, okay. Is Jessica gonna get here first, or is Manuel gonna get here first? And I'm looking at the app and I keep checking it, and I'm like, oh fuck, okay. All right. It says he's shopping now. He's shopping. Okay. Okay, maybe because the Safeway's like right down the street. I'm like, how long could this take? And then 10 minutes goes by. I'm like, damn, this fucking dude is taking forever. And then I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking out the window, and then I sit down on the couch, and then you can hear the storm door open at my house. So I hear the storm door open, and I'm like, oh fuck, who's that? And then I hear the keys go in the door, and I'm like, oh no, fuck, it's
over.
The jig is up, yeah. And so it's Jessica. She walks in and she's like, hey, she brought dinner and shit and everything. And I'm like, hey, what's up? But in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do about Manuel?
She brought things for the family. She brought dinner, things that will keep the kids alive, and you're worried about your margarita order.
Yeah. And so I'm like, hey, yeah, how's it going? How was shopping? And in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking like, oh god damn it, what am I gonna fucking do? And so I'm like, she's talking to me, and I'm talking to her, pretending I'm listening, but I'm like looking at the app, and then it says shopping, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I look, I don't do Uber Eats that often, but I never send messages to them, so that wasn't even on my radar. I look closely, I see he sent me a message, and I'm like, oh fuck. This could have been fixed like 20 minutes ago. He's probably waiting for me at the store. I look, he's like, hey man, they don't have the margarita you want, but they have strawberry margarita. Do you want that? And I'm thinking like, okay, should I go through with the order? Should I just cancel it and then have him bring me 2 Coke Zeros and have Jessica ask me what that's about? And so I'm like, yeah, do the strawberry margarita. And he's like, okay. And then like 5 minutes goes by and I'm sweating like a mug. I'm like, God, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? And then he messages me again. He's like, oh, you got to add it again to the order, blah, blah. And I'm panicking by this point. I'm like, fuck it, abandon ship. I'm like, dude, just forget it. Just forget it. Just give me the 2 Coke Zeros, whatever. He's like, okay, but you only put down 1 Coke Zero. And I'm like, oh my God. So this dude is going to come to my house with 1 20-ounce Coke Zero. I'm like, that is going to be the stupidest shit ever.
I'm here with your 1 Coke Zero.
I'm like, that is going to be so sketchy. I was like, oh man. I'm like, good point. Maybe that's not worth, you coming over here for it. And I was like,
you're like, just throw a bag of Takis on there.
Yeah. I'm like, is there any way I can just cancel the order and like I'll still tip you? And he's like, I think so. Yeah. I think you just got to talk to chat. And so like, as Jessica's talking to me, telling me about her fucking whatever, I'm like, I'm talking to chat and I'm like, the support chat. And I'm like, hey, can I cancel this order? And blah, blah, blah. And they basically tell me, yeah, but you can cancel the order, but you got to give us a good reason. You probably still have to pay. And I'm like, okay, they didn't have what I wanted. And he's like, okay, well then you'll still have to pay for the stuff that they did have. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'll pay. Just cancel the order. So long story short, long story long, I paid $16 for a canceled Uber Eats order just because I didn't want them to show up while Jessica was home.
Oh my God, man. I feel your pain. It's like you're living in my life a year ago. Dude, there's 2 critical choke points on the Uber Eats orders. One is what you mentioned, if they actually have the product or not. That can slow things down. It should be from 7-Eleven to your house like 30 to 40 minutes tops, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's got a 7-Eleven around the corner where we live. The other choke point is if the driver, him or herself, decides, you know what, I'm going to wait for a better order to come along. So I'm just going to sit here in front of this goddamn 7-Eleven for 20 minutes and try to wrangle 2 orders into one trip, which would happen sometimes.
Oh, shit. I didn't think about that. Okay. I think I was whoring this guy because I think he was just sitting there at the Safeway waiting for me to message him back. Like, tell him what I actually want to replace it with, if I want to replace it with anything. But
yeah, it'd be like going to like a restaurant and being like, yeah, I'll have 2 orders of the surf and turf. And you're like, 20 minutes later, you're like, you know what, just cancel that order. I'm just going to get a couple of iced teas and water.
Yeah. But I mean, I still paid, and I'm pretty sure he got a tip. So, P.S. says 5 Guys is expensive. Just go in there. Yeah, I love 5 Guys. Jenna Montana says, tell your kids you're going to the store. Don't ask. What the hell? Yeah, I should have done that. But then I felt like, I don't know. I felt kind of guilty. I was like, am I forcing them to, because they were watching the new Lilo and Stitch, the live action, and they were into it. They're never into movies. And I was like, am I going to force them to stop watching this movie just to feed my margarita addiction? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know. I kind of felt bad about it.
So you got no marks.
Yeah, I know, dude.
So you're running pure sober tonight.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you got no marks. Like, sorry, I misunderstood you. No, I clearly have marks.
Oh, okay.
Come on, now. What happened was the girls, they got Chipotle, right? She bought Chipotle, and they forgot to include, the girls like to have like just plain tortillas, and they forgot to throw it in there. So I was like, oh, I'll go get it. Don't worry.
A lifeline. That's a lifeline, dude.
Thank God.
Now, our girl Pia, she's been around for a long time. I don't want to accuse her of being mean here. I'm just reading what she says. She says he can cancel the order, and then I believe she called you an idiot. It's pretty harsh.
Oh, Jesus, that's okay. Yeah, no, I know. I wanted him to still get a tip because he'd been waiting there for like 5 minutes, like 20 minutes at Safeway. And so I even communicated that to him. I was like, can I cancel this order but still tip you? He's like, oh, I'm not sure. And then I asked Camille, the support dude, and he was like, that's the only way you can tip him. So I'm just too much of a good guy is basically what it is.
What a mess. What a mess, dude.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Lesson learned, dude. Lesson learned. Yeah, Ron Mexico, $42 20-ounce Coke Zero. Yeah, that can you imagine if he knocks on my door and she's like, what did you get? And I'm just holding one 20-ounce Coke Zero. She's like, what the fuck? Why did you do that?
Dude, it would be the type of thing where she would know something fishy is up and she'd immediately run to the tea app.
Yeah.
Spill some tea on her husband.
Nice segue, dude. Nice segue. Yeah, so okay. So yeah, that's my story. So yeah, let's talk about this tea app, dude. Do you want to do the shout outs real quick before we do the tea app?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do the shout outs right quick. And let's jump into some tea.
It's time for our big time P1 shout outs.
Shout outs to our $8 tier supporters. Shout outs to our guy, Alex, AJ McCown, Alex Davis, Brendan Cooney, Brendan Smith. Shout outs to Brent Wenzel, Brian Altman, Brian Bustees, Carlos N, Chris Eller, Danny Loudermilk, David Slat, Don DeMarco. Shout outs to Ernesto Ladon, Craven Moorhead, Iron, Mike Sleep, James M, Jen Montana. It's like a jungle sometimes. I'm not sure what she's talking about, but it sounds like her. Shout outs to JP Flame, Kevin Leahy, Kevin Smith, Korean John, Chris Stein, Lance Parker, Matt Broderick, Matt Starcheck, Peter Rosecrans, Phil J, and rap battles are for queers. Shout outs to Reggie, Ron Mexico, Instagram.com/ Steven Snowman, Theo H, William, and Lubomir. That is our $8 tier. You guys can support us for any dollar amount, $5, $8, or $12 at patreon.com/IDM pod. We appreciate you guys for helping us live out our dream. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, nice words from Pia. She said, I love you guys. We love you too, Pia. Keith says this podcast is better than any AA meeting. Every week is a new drunken rock bottom. Hey, come on, dude. Come on, Wise.
That's pretty funny.
We're fine. Okay, so yeah, so this T app, dog. All right. I know we talked about it a little bit. Do you want to intro this topic a little bit? I'm pulling up the links right now.
Yeah, so all right, here's my cursory understanding of what happened with this app, what it represents, and what it turned into. So just from scanning the lay of the land, I gathered that the T app was designed for women, kind of like how Bumble puts the power in the woman's hand, where they have to accept a guy before the guy's allowed to talk to a woman on Bumble. This is like strictly targeted towards women who, I don't know if they've come from troubled relationships in the past or they're just being extra precautious, because some dudes can be creeps and weirdos. You know, we've all sent the drunken dick pic at 3 a.m. No, we haven't. What am I saying?
Yeah, keep talking. Tell,
This is 5.
do tell. We've all, showed up unannounced to one of our ex's house, drunkenly knocking on the door at 3 a.m. Yeah, so the T app is basically it's what it's like Yelp for dating, basically. But it was exclusively for women, like you said. Women had to prove their identity. They had to, what you got to do on Pornhub every day now, which is bust out your ID and prove to them you are the person you say you are.
It's like Pornhub, but to prevent somebody from having sex with you.
Yes, exactly. Now, in
Actually,
theory,
with Pornhub.
in theory, I'm totally for this app. I think dudes should have an app like this, where because look, you and I have been out of the dating game for a while, but it sounds like it's kind of crazy with all the dating apps and all the quote unquote hookup culture, if you will.
Yeah.
So I bet there's a lot of bait and switch. A lot of dudes that say they're trying to do this when they're really just trying to bug. You know what I'm saying? So this was a way to, like we said, it was a dude who started the app because his mom went on a bunch of dates with a dude that was a felon who didn't say he was. And he was like, how can I stop this from happening again? So
it's kind of similar to like a sex offender registry.
Yeah, I guess so. But what I think what happened was, and this app became the number one app in the Apple App Store this past week. So like everybody was talking about it.
So it's like very recently exploded.
Yeah. Everybody was talking about it. And dudes were like, it was funny. Dudes were posting pictures of themselves like wearing wigs, because it's exclusive to women. So like wearing wigs, trying to take selfies and shit, trying to get in on the app. And there were screenshots that, actually no, it's like Snapchat, I guess, where you can't take screenshots and shit like that. But people find loopholes and workarounds. So they would post, if you look on Twitter, people would post screenshots, and it's mostly like literally the screenshot I saw had a woman talking about a dude who had a small dick. Small dick, bad breath, fucking what else? Like,
what's her name? Emma Barrett.
so really it turned into, it was allegedly it was supposed to be a thing for women's safety. It really very quickly turned into this nasty thing that was just shitting on dudes, which, is that right? Is that wrong? Who's to say? We're feminists on this show. I think it's pretty funny, and it's okay for people to talk shit about people they've been romantically involved with in the past. But this shit was using like actual names, actual pictures of dudes, and just saying the most fucked up shit about them publicly.
Well, there's two parts of this that stick out to me. First of all, one is the fact that it's basically ripe for triggering the incel community. And I don't know if any of you out there followed Gamergate, but it was literally devolved into dudes calling SWAT teams to women's houses because they were supposedly ruining the gaming world. So these guys are just some very frustrated fellows when it comes to women and their relationships with them. Mm-hmm. So you would think that when setting up this app, they would take every precaution within the app and the infrastructure of it to try to make it as safe as possible for the women. I mean, that's the whole idea of the app to begin with. Yeah. Second of all, to that end, one of their, I guess, methods of security for the women was to require them to upload a picture of their driver's license.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as far as I understand the story, in steps the incels.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Are you calling them incels because? Okay, hang on. I want to just play it real quick. This is a dude who saw a post of himself on the T app, and this was his reaction to it. All right.
My nigga, how the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga.
Okay, so as you can see, the screenshot he shows, his city, his name, his nickname. He has 2 red flags, 0 green flags, and yeah, the username. Now this is just what it says. I'm not, Kevin. Do not note this. It says niggas be hoes. It says I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. That's the review for this poor guy who's just trying to go about his day.
How the fuck did I get on the?
I would just like to add a piece of commentary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is not the way I feel. I'm openly accepting of everybody.
Yeah.
But I would say possibly the worst thing you can do to a proud black man is accuse him of being gay.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the video of that dude, that old dad had just got out of prison, and his 2 sons were sitting with him in a room, and they're like, "We got a confession to make." He's like, "Man, don't tell me y'all gay." They're like, "No, what the fuck?"
He's like, "Okay, me neither. Me neither."
All right, let's finish.
There was a funny video too I saw recently of that guy Adam 22.
Yeah,
had some brother on his show. The guy was wearing like a cardigan or something.
Yeah.
So, Adam 22. Say what you will about him. It was kind of an expert troll of this dude.
Uh-huh.
He looks at his outfit and he says, "Yeah, I mean, it's totally cool. I accept you for who you are," or something like that. And he's like, "Wait, what you mean?"
What you mean? Who I am? All right, let's watch this clip real quick.
The T app. My nigga, how the fuck did I get on the T app? I used to work with him. He gave me gay vibes. Nigga, what? Nigga, I only worked 1 job with females, bro. And that was at Olive Garden when I was a server. And the reason why I didn't fuck with none of y'all is because y'all was already fucking all the niggas on the job. Peep this. The niggas already told me, showed me text proof on who the fuck was already getting cracked. There was nobody at the Olive Garden that wasn't getting cracked on Camp Creek Parkway. Yes, I said the motherfucking location, nigga, and I know who the fuck did that shit. So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and added to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help. T-App, go ahead and make a male version. Now. I mean, now.
Okay.
I mean, this is a total crash out.
I mean, I see his where he's coming from, though. You know, imagine just working a job. You just go about your job, not trying to fuck anybody, and they're like, "You're on the app. We're gonna call you gay." You get 2 red flags. Like, I'd be pissed off too. So, anyways, I played this to show that it to me, I don't think it's just an incel thing. I don't think it's just like a dudes who can't get chicks were mad about it. I think dudes who like were just considered themselves normal dudes found themselves on this app and they're like, "What the fuck? Like, what did I do?" You know. So real quick, can I just show you this thing real quick?
Yeah, because that's kind of what I had read about too, was that it kind of snowballed into something that was different from its original purpose, which was basically just using it to dox random dudes who were not like sex pests or rapists or anything like that. We're not, according to that dude we just watched, gay, quote unquote. So it kind of became like just what was that? A slam fest. Remember slam books back in like middle school?
Yeah.
It's like an online slam book.
Yeah. Okay, so that happened this week. Fast forward to this literally happened like Tuesday, Friday. That tweet is from like Tuesday. Friday comes around and this hits 4chan. This now for those who don't know who 4chan is, it's like Reddit, but for it's like dark web Reddit. Driver's license and face pics. Get the fuck in here before they shut it down. T-App uploads all user verification submissions to this public Firebase storage bucket with the prefix attachments. Includes the link. Yes, if you sent T-App your face and driver's license, they doxed you publicly. No authentication, no nothing. It's a public bucket. I wrote a Python script which scrapes the bucket and downloads all images page by page so you can see if you're in it. The censoring in Pickrel was added by me. The images in the bucket are raw and uncensored. Nice quote-unquote anonymous app. This is what happens when you entrust your personal information to a bunch of vibe-coding DEI hires. I won't be replying to this or making any more threads about it. I did my part. God bless you all. Regards. Now, this is basically a dude announcing that he found that this app just has all this private information. These women who are posting their driver's license and a picture of their face in a public bucket that he found, accessed, downloaded, and put up for everybody to see.
I think it's even worse than that because let me read you this. The driver's licenses leaked today from the T-App have been uploaded to a searchable map. This may be the worst PII leak I've ever seen. And there is a picture of a map with a bunch of nav points, like 1 million nav points on it across the entire United States.
Yeah.
So because it's got their names and addresses on the driver's license, now it's searchable by location, by name, by address on this map that's on the web, on this, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah. So people have, first of all, there's many layers of humiliation and like, I mean, the people who sign up on this app are taking many hits here. One, their public info is just there. I mean, who wants their driver's license up like that? I guess someone could steal your identity, whatever. But the worst thing, honestly, which I think most of these women who are on this app are embarrassed about, is the images they use to verify their identity.
Oh.
Because everybody is just going through these images. And I'm sure you've done this before, dude. You know, they ask you to verify your identity. You turn the camera around. One eye is like half open. Your hair's all, well, not your hair, but people's hair is all over the place. The proverbial your. So people are looking at these pictures of these women and saying these are the women on this app calling everybody incels. And I'd say for the most part, they're pretty gross. This girl's all right. For the most part, yeah. Oh, you know, she's all right. But yeah.
Dude, when will people learn to stop putting their information on the internet? Like, it's always something very deceptive, or something that's so tempting where people go, yeah, it justifies me giving them my information, right?
Yeah.
Like, remember that that app like 4 or 5 years ago where it was like doing something weird with people's faces, but you had to like log in and give them your personal information, give them a photo of your face, and now
the app that would turn you into an old person.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's one of them. And now basically facial recognition software across the globe has your identity.
Yeah.
It's like something, it's always something so dumb but so tempting where you go, yeah, it's kind of justified, warranted here. I mean, I remember having to upload my license to Facebook so I didn't lose my account. And I thought that was dumb. And Facebook ended up getting you know, we don't have to go through that whole data breach, but that may or may not have been intentional. But you know, it's just like Never. Oh my god. these women are ghouls, dude. these, these are the women calling you gay secretly on the internet. I mean, that's literally a photo of Jabba the Hutt.
Dude, you know what's funny? Is this is almost like the reverse Ashley Madison leak. You remember that? Where it's like dudes trying to creep on their wives and shit like that. And this is like women just openly talking about, talking shit about guys they fucked and stuff. And it immediately turns on them.
Dude, you know, those 4chan guys went through all those photos and picked out the worst ones they could find.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
They were like, these are the women making fun of you on the internet. Get all the rage clicks possible.
It's so funny, dude. Oh shit, let me show you this one. Yeah, dude, I mean, these guys are going through this data leak with a fine-tooth comb. Man, let me show you this. Look at these screenshots. It's pictures of their height and weight on their IDs.
Female, height 5'3", weight 200 pounds.
Female, sex female, weight 260 pounds. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I mean, this is this is going pretty poorly for them.
Now, women are understandably freaking out. Women, I think, exclusively that have had their information leaked, I'd freak out too. One guy
here's
said,
a dude trying to sneak in with the wig on.
It says, "Take a selfie."
So funny.
So one guy goes, he says, "Gonna make an app called Coffee, where the boys can warn each other on which girls are absolutely ran through." And this woman responds to him, she goes, "The T app was created to let other women know which men in their community are abusive and rapists. I hope this helps. Men are so stupid."
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I would like that. I would be, as I've said before, as I've said in the past, we are feminists on this show. I would be cool with an app like that. I think women should have an app like that. I don't think it's nice to have pictures of dudes and say, hey, this guy's penis is small, or hey, this guy, I get gay vibes from this guy. Although Keith did say, I mean, the guy does have gay vibes. So I don't know, man. It's very interesting.
Can you scroll to bottom left, one over from the left?
Bottom left, one over from the left. You mean zoom?
Yeah, down. Yeah.
Oh. Let's go through these and say which real quick. I know not everybody's watching. We'll do it real quick. Are any of these chicks hot? Let's see. I mean, she looks all right. It's a blurry picture, but she's probably okay.
All right. No.
I mean, she looks like a Geico caveman.
No, but definitely the head of HR for some company. No. A little bit. All right, a little bit.
I bet she cleans up well. This one,
the one that you have the cursor of your mouse over, the one that looks like she's been methed out for the past 5 years.
Yeah. I bet she's all right.
She could definitely give you a very quick HJ.
Anyways, okay. So yeah, that's what's going on. Dude, you know what's gonna happen? I bet you this will happen. I bet you all the information is gonna be made public. Like they're gonna make a searchable database of, who was on it, what they said, all that shit.
Yeah,
And
that's what happened with the Ashley Madison thing, right?
I don't know. I don't remember if they made a searchable database. I remember that like the entire list was up, and
Which is enough. Which is enough. If you're creeping, that's enough.
But these 4chan dudes, man, they get real creative with how they like to shame people, So
I mean, it just never ends. Like the slings and arrows back and forth, it just never stops. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're better to just ignore it and not ever give anybody your information ever if you can avoid it.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the T app. We'll keep you guys. Do you know what vibe coding is, by the way?
No.
Vibe coding is like this new chat GPT thing, basically. Well, not chat GPT, but AI thing where people who have no idea what they're doing, coding stuff, like me, for instance, you can literally like go to chat GPT and be like, hey, I want to make an app that, lets me know what stores around me have Rancho La Gloria margaritas. And it'll be like, okay, here's the first step. And copy and paste this, code and paste it here. Like, it's people who have no idea what they're doing, but they use AI to kind of teach them how to do it.
Right.
So that's what he's saying. He's like, this is what you get when you just have idiots making an app who have no idea what they're doing and don't know, the protections that need to be put in place to,
Oh, you think the T app might have been built off of like Chat GPT code?
Yeah, I mean that's what not necessarily Chat GPT, but like AI telling a dude, this is how you build the app, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the pitfall of everybody being able to like code in 2 seconds now without actually knowing what they're doing. You're right. It's a good point.
Yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Oh shit, we got one of these. Let's get to it real quick.
Gram alert.
I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Shout outs to our guy Ron Mexico for the 1999 Gaygram alert. This is for Oathman's next Coke Zero.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. That's really nice of you. Yeah.
Oh man.
Remind me next time I see you to give you some of my watermelon spears. We haven't seen Ron Mexico in a minute, dude.
I know.
He's
got a young baby at home. He's probably busy.
I know you guys doing the early fatherhood bit. DTET said they have don't date her groups on Facebook. Yeah, I've heard that. There have been sites like this before where it's like, I'll tell you if this guy's a creep or not, or blah blah. But it hasn't gotten mainstream, I don't think, until now, and it lasted about 5 days.
What's really interesting too, that like a lot of these sites, like I know with the Ashley Madison thing in particular, it's so funny. We were just talking about that dumb astronomer CEO last week, Andy Byron.
Yeah.
For basically outing himself for being a big fat cheater at the Coldplay concert. Yeah. A lot of these guys have like that same DNA where they're so focused on basically tricking people into giving them money that they have massive flaws. And I think a lot of times that has to do with their own, you can call it narcissism or just willful ignorance almost, where they have huge blind spots. And like the Ashley Madison CEO, he was just telling people over and over again, constantly interviewing on like cable news shows, saying like, this is the best app, it's the safest app. Meanwhile, all the while, they were negotiating with hackers who had who had taken out their whole database behind the scenes. So
crazy.
Yeah, I think these CEOs are a special breed of stupid, and they're just usually good-looking or charming dudes who would likely be doxxed on a website like this, the T app.
Yeah. All right, cool. We got a couple topics that we want to say. We want want to do on the Patreon. There's a new Uber rule that I want to talk to you about. What's it called? Cardi B's ass smells bad. I saw you put a link to an article or something about men who prefer large breasts. I want to talk to you about that because you're talking a little bit of shit. That's okay.
Yeah, we got to get into that for sure.
Yeah, and a new Land Law video. For those who don't remember, Land Law is the world famous country music band. Let me just sing a little bit of a tune to remind you guys who they are. It's waking up, it's busting your butt, trying to get a little bit of pay. It's waking now, you. Oh, fuck, I forget. But we're going to talk about them. They're the TikTok band taking the world by storm.
Yeah, guys, just pretend that was a clean finish, and we'll meet you on patreon.com/IDMpod.
But before we do that, as we do every week, we got to give a shout out to our guy, our dog, sponsor of the show since day one, Money Mike.
In northern Virginia, where the sun always shines, Money Mike, he fixes any kind of pipeline.
Next time you guys are in need of a plumber, I know a lot of people, maybe they're first time homeowners, they don't know who they have to call. When you get into a house for the first time, you're like, oh shit, whatever goes wrong, whatever breaks, I'm now solely responsible for it. So the next time you have something breaking involving plumbing, perhaps it's a leaky faucet or an old toilet that needs to be replaced, look no further than our guy, Mike Cook of Money Mike's Plumbing. Mike Cook has owned and operated his small business all over Northern Virginia for the past 20 plus years. Mike is a third generation plumber. He's licensed and insured. That means he knows his shit, literally. So if you guys need a plumber in the next couple of months, take this number down, 703-501-1926. That's 703-501-1926, or bookmark his brand new website designed by Oathman, thecliftonplumber.com. Thank you for supporting Mike Cook. If you support him, you support IDM. We'll see you guys on the Patreon.
Wait, did you say thecliftonplumber.com?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear plumber. You said
thecliftonplumber.com.
Okay.
We'll see you guys on patreon.com/IDMpod.
10% off your fee. He's a plumbing boss that gets iced in his pee.